Nanyuki town, on the slopes of Mount Kenya, which is right in the center of Kenya, is known mainly for its equator point, and lot of tourists make a point to visit to just to stand on the equator. And for those who are technically interested, locals arrange for an experiment to depict how Coriolis effect works. An equator is an imaginary line around the middle of a planet or celestial body. It is half between the North Pole and South Pole at 0-degree latitude. An equator divides the planet into northern and southern hemisphere. Equator passes through 13 countries and Kenya being one among them. I am sure a lot of us would have read and learned about Coriolis effect as part of our physics course back in school. But I'm not sure if many of us remember what it means and its significance.
These are 0 points of the equator. And this side is northern hemisphere, and the other side is southern hemisphere. So we have what we call Coriolis demonstration about how the water spins. Northern hemisphere 20 meters, you see the water spins clockwise. And the south of the equator 20 meters, we change to anti-clockwise. But where the equator is, no rotation stops. So up with me 20 meters.
Let's see the demonstration now. The experiment is fairly simple. One jug with water, few small pieces of sticks and an empty bowl with hole at the bottom. The first experiment is done at 10 feet north of the equator. Here the water is poured into the bowl with hole at the bottom and is blocked with finger at first. The sticks are allowed to float on the water. Then the final step is to remove the finger from the bottom of the bowl and allow the water to flow into the empty jug below. At this instance, you will see that the sticks start rotating in a clockwise direction. When the same experiment is repeated at 10 feet south of the equator, it is noticed that the sticks move in an anti-clockwise direction. And when the experiment is conducted on the equator, it is noticed that the sticks don't move at all. This basically shows the deflection or the force that is an artifact of the Earth's rotation.
Clockwise. Stick comes back. So, changes to anti-clockwise. Yeah. So all for the world, southern hemisphere, we call it anti-clockwise. And the scientific force, we call it a Coriolis force or Coriolis effect. Okay. It's something with the force of gravity and also the rotation of the Earth. Yes. Happens to the human beings if you are conceived in northern hemisphere. The hair in between where it's clockwise.
Okay.
And if you are conceived in southern hemisphere, you will go and about the trees.
Yeah.
The trees which grows in northern hemisphere, the climbing defines grows in a clockwise direction. And the southern hemisphere, the climbing defines changes to anti-clockwise.
Okay.
Yes, that's for the trees. So let's now finish on the equator. We see what happens there.
Once the experiment is complete, the locals will also entice you to buy a certificate stating that you have witnessed this experiment at Nanyuki Equator Point. Thus, our trip to Equator Point has come to an end and we are heading back to Nairobi. Hope you like it.